Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're going to try and cut through some of the legwork for you on a pretty specific e-commerce site, Ellret.com. We got a bunch of pointers from a listener, actually, all circling around this one key thing. Is this site, a legit place to spend your cash, or is it just another online trap?
Yeah, the classic question.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
So our whole focus today, it really comes from this one review. It's by the YouTube channel Mateo Guide.
Right.
And their investigation basically boiled down to their title, which was Ellret.com scam or legit. Big letters, question marks, the whole deal.
They really frame it, don't they?
They do.
Oh,
So we're going to look beyond just the yes-no answer and kind of see how they went about checking out a site like this one.
Okay, so first off, what Ellret actually sells? It seems to be mainly decorative stuff for walls, specifically photo frames.
Photo frames.
And these kind of large collage things they call family photo wardrobes, sort of multi-picture displays.
I think I've seen things like that.
Yeah, and functionally. The reviewer said the website itself works really, really well. Super smooth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no lag, didn't crash on them. It gives off this, reliable first impression.
That's interesting because, a lot of scammy sites are often kind of clunky.
Exactly. That initial polish, it can be a bit of a green flag these days compared to those awful pop-up shops.
Right. And what about the information on there? Did it seem legit?
Well, yeah, it seems the info site also looked pretty decent. The site gives you a fair amount of detail on the products. And interestingly, the reviewer pointed out that the product reviews they showed on the site felt kind of honest and unbiased.
How so?
Meaning, they apparently weren't just 5-star raves. There were some mixed ones in there, too. It didn't look totally scrub clean.
Okay.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. You've got a smooth running site, reviews that seem kind of balanced. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, on the surface.
So why was the reviewer still, hesitant? Why not just say, yeah, it's legit? Well, that's the catch, isn't it? And it kind of gets into what we could call the verification gap.
Verification gap.
Okay. See, making a website look good and run smoothly, that's actually relatively easy these days. It's not that expensive.
Right, you can use templates and platforms.
Exactly. What's much harder and more expensive to fake convincingly is the whole back-end operation, the actual business structure.
Oh, okay.
So what's fascinating here is that even with all those positive signs, the smooth site, the seemingly candid reviews, the final verdict from Mateo Guide was still, cautious.
Cautious how?
They concluded it's not clearly a scam, but, and this is the key part, it's not fully verified either.
Not fully verified.
Yeah, they just couldn't nail down some really critical external confirmations about the business itself.
Okay, so if the front part, the website experience, looks fine, but the back part is murky, as you said, what specifically couldn't they verify? What was missing?
It mostly boils down to everything that happens after you click buy, that post-purchase guarantee.
Like shipping.
Exactly. They couldn't find solid proof of reliable shipping times or tracking. Also, how effective their customer service actually is if something goes wrong.
Right, getting problem solved.
And the big one, a guaranteed hassle-free way to return things and actually get your money back. A solid refund policy that's proven to work.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's kind of like, judging a used car only by its shiny paint job looks great.
Yeah.
But you haven't actually checked the engine or the brakes, or if the title is even clear. You don't know if it'll actually get you where you need to go reliably or safely.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring this back to you, the listener, maybe thinking about buying one of those photo things. The reviewer's advice is kind of split. They say, look, if you really like the products, maybe it's worth checking out.
Okay.
But, and this is the main takeaway, really, the reviewer strongly recommends you do your own homework.
Yeah.
Your own due diligence, especially on the legitimacy and reliability before you spend any real money.
You have to dig into those fulfillment and refund angles yourself.
So you can't just rely on the site looking good.
No. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this whole Ellret situation is a perfect example of how a positive review that only looks at the surface stuff, it's only partial information.
Right. It only vets the superficials.
Exactly. Proper due diligence, especially for online shopping, means you have to investigate what happens when things potentially go wrong, not just when everything looks like it's going right.
And the responsibility for finding that out.
It lands squarely back on you, the consumer. You need to hunt down those unverified bits of info shipping proof, return policy effectiveness, and if you just can't find solid answers, well, you're basically deciding to proceed at your own risk.
Okay, so what does this all mean? Let's try and boil it down. We've got Ellret.com. It looks good, feels smooth to use, has some interesting kind of niche products.
Visually appealing, polished interface.
Yep. But that crucial safety net, the stuff that happens after you pay shipping, returns, customer service reliability, that whole back-end structure, it's still basically unverified by this external review source.
Correct. The core operational integrity remains a question mark. And maybe the final thought here, the thing to really take away, is this. Even when a source tells you a website feels trustworthy, and even when the reviews they show seem honest, if there isn't full, explicit external verification on things like fulfillment and, crucially, returns, you are still the lead investigator.
You have to be.
You have to be. Relying only on that front-end polish, that smooth experience, it's essentially like you're accepting the liability for whatever they haven't proven. That operational shine is absolutely not a guarantee of legitimacy. It might be, but it's not guaranteed.